Hello everybody, I want to welcome you to a brand new pack that we're gonna start right now. It is called Star Factory, but you know that from the title. And I wanted to end antimatter chemistry because I really was out of motivation to get through all of the singularity grind. So we're starting fresh, we're starting new. This pack really reminds me of Ultimate Alchemy, which was really cool. So if you haven't played Ultimate Alchemy yet, go play it, it's really cool. But let's just jump straight in. This is a questing pack, and we have a quest book over here that is going to explain what was happening. So my name isn't readable by human eyes, so you can just call me Mike. I'm supervisor of sorts, and I'm here to help you create your first stars and beyond. Wait, do you not remember signing up for this job? Let me enlighten you. You interviewed for this job with our CEO, who somehow didn't realize that you're a human and not a god. Our big boss doesn't usually interact with humans all that much, but you can't fool me. While it's trivial for us gods to make stars by hand, it's a bit more difficult for someone with as little power as you. We also can't pay you, so this is more of an internship. Okay, sure, we'll check this. And then there is a fruit that that can fill your stomach with for much longer than a regular apple could ever. Luckily, if its effects ever run out, it is made up using very accessible materials. Okay, cool. Sweet. The 4 elements. We have marble, gold, wood, and ice. The 4 elements used to create everything in the universe. Wait, what do you mean that's not right? What are they teaching you mortals down there? Well, you should be able to manipulate these 4 elements into everything you'll need. Okay, cool. So I assume we can just grab a stack of each of these because we're going to need it probably. Okay. Sources of everything. We can make all of the barrels. Okay, so we can make a barrel of ice is just chests with ice and then chests with wood. And okay, cool. So I assume I can make a regular crafting table, right? I wholesomely assume that. Cool. Do we have like a crafting station? We do not. We'll put it down here because I know it has to hook to this. And let's take all of this. Let's make a bunch of chests here. And we don't have a crafting book. Okay, so I can just use this. I totally forget it's 1.7 and I could have done it with wood. That's fine. Let's grab just another plank just so we get half a stack of chests here. Boom. Okay. And then we can do chests with marble. So we can just do the quest here. And I need to set up a key for this. A depository of celestial recipes. We get those. I have already put them in my Astral tome because we need them. We can store them in here. And some of them are just empty because we're going to discover new constellations as we go and progress. Smelting time. Furnace. That is marble furnace. Sure thing. So marble. Furnace. Cool. Okay. If you hear any noise, by the way, they're still renovating the apartment downstairs, so they're banging on the walls, they're drilling and stuff, so just ignore it. I'm going to try and record through it if I can. If it's going to get super loud, we're going to stop. Okay, anti-marble, sooty marble. We need coal or charcoal. Cool, so let's get a little bit of this. And since we have infinite amounts, I don't really care if we just burn direct logs. Cool. So ender pearls are made with ice and gold. We can do that in the meantime. So let's just do pearl. Boom. Let's make 8 of those. Cool. Ender pearl. We also need aquamarine, which is marble and ice. Did we use up all our ice? We did. So let's grab another stack. What is it called? Aquamarine. Let's just do this. Aquamarine. I'll put it here on the left because we're going to probably be crafting most of these as well. So, this zoomed out. Okay, so crafting, we need a luminous crafting table, which is crafting table, marble, and sooty marble. So did we get a bit of charcoal? We did. Sooty marble. Let's put this over here. So if you use coal, you get 8, but if you do that, you just get the 1. Okay, we'll get the 1, and then crafting table. One of these. We need plus starlight, we need just a crafting table, so we need a bit of wood. Crafting table. Luminous crafting table. Boom. Okay. We've learned more about exploration. Let's just break this. We don't have any tools yet. We could just make wooden tools, but I believe with this, we're going to be able to make some better tools very quickly. So we need a resonating wand, which is 2 aquamarines, 1 ender pearl, and 2 marbles. So wand. I think we have everything. How do you start the craft for this? Forget. Okay, the floating crystal in the center of your starlight is correct. Use that starlight to craft some new items. Do we not need a resonating wand to get this going? Ah, is it gonna do its thing? Don't you need a wand to click on this? Hold up. I mean, I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's just the quest book. Don't you need a wand to craft this? I forget. Hold on, let me read up in here and see if I can get around. Okay, I think we can craft this in a regular crafting table. It doesn't need to be a luminous crafting table, so let's just do this, and that should hook up to the crafting table, and then I think we can just do this and make the wand. Yeah, okay, so I'm a total dum-dum, and now we can use this guy as our crafting needs for clicking on it. Okay, cool. So that was a bit of a derp, but it's okay. So we need some rock crystals, which is a bit of glass and a bit of ice. And glass is made with sand. Okay, a chisel, and sand is made with what? The grindstone with marble. So the grindstone is ruined marble, 2 dark oak, and some sticks. Can I make sticks like this? Thank you very much. Grindstone. Oh, we need some planks. That's fine. Let's just get a stack of these. All right. So can I do this now? Or does that need to be a crafting table? Is that gonna make me one grindstone? Okay, it is. So it's a regular crafting table, but okay, cool. Right, we'll place this down here. It's gonna obscure the light, and we can put this. Oh, it's instant. Sneak right click. There we go. We need to cook this, so let's just get another furnace, and I'm gonna put my crafting table just somewhere in the corner for now, just so we can do our regular crafts without having to click on with the wand. And we're gonna put this apparently right here because that's the appropriate spot for it. And let's get just some wood going so we can get that one piece of glass and we can make ourselves a rock crystal. And I think in the meantime, while I wait, I'm gonna make a bit more sand. We need to click with an empty hand. Oh no, it just takes a bit. Okay, that's fine. So let's do, if we do that, that removes it. Okay, cool, that's fine. So let's just do that and do a bit of sand grindingness because we can use rock crystals, these guys, to make regular tools, I believe in the luminous crafting table. Yeah, we can make stone shovels, we can make shovel swords and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna make a bit of sand so we can make a few of those and we can get some basic tools going. Okay, let's make at least a few. We're just gonna make the 3 here so we get a little bit of that. And hold on, controls, questing. Quest, open quests. Why, thank you. That is my normal questing thing. Okay, story. We got the rock crystal. We can now make a light well with a rock crystal, some marbles with chisels. So I think we're gonna need, can we make even a chisel? Or can we use any marble for this? No, it has to be the marbles. Oh, there's crafting recipes for them. Ah, I see. Okay, we don't need a chisel specifically. Okay, cool. So let's make a few of those marbles that we need to make a light well. Light well. We're gonna need chiseled marble, so let's get a bit of that, and then let's grab a bit more marble. And then we can get a bit of ruined marble with that. And that should be all we need. Does this require a luminous crafting table? It totally does. Boom. And then we need to right click with this. There we go. We got ourselves a light well. You go in the corner there. And I believe we put aquamarine inside to get starlight, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that slowly produces liquid starlight. I think you can also put rock crystals inside, and that produces, oh, 1 rock crystal produces 1. Okay, let's not put that in there then. Hello, can I even take you out? I mean, I could break it, but we are gonna put rock crystals inside because we can make an infinite amount of those anyway with the ice and the glass. And not in here, but in here. But now let's actually make a pickaxe. So if we do this, this, and this, and I'm not really gonna worry about all of those things. Wait, pickaxe. Do you require anything special? Oh, it's a luminous crafting table. Can I not make a pickaxe? Do I not have enough starlight? Does it have to be different rock? Oh, do they have to be attuned? No, it's just regular rock crystals. Why is it that work? Well, apparently not. We're gonna wait and do more questing then. Okay, so we need to get a liquid starlight bucket until we can continue, which is gonna happen in here with the starlight, so I just have to wait. The bucket recipe has been very much simplified with just 3 pieces of marble, and we can now grab a liquid starlight bucket in here. We can open up our quests and see where we need to go next. We can make iron. I believe we toss in gold into the liquid starlight, so let's just make a little bit of a hole here in the corner. I have made a wooden pickaxe, and oh, we cannot. Okay, fine. We're gonna make iron right now anyway, so I think that should be fine. So if we toss in just a stack of this, does it? Okay, it immediately transforms into gold. Cool. So we can now make ourselves a little bit of a better pickaxe. And don't know if we have any sort of like paxel or all-in-one tool. So we're just gonna have to settle with regular tools. And I think we only need a pickaxe now. It doesn't really matter. And the floor is trash, apparently. Anyway, we can now actually get into metallic dusts, which allows us to get into stardust, which is going to be really cool because I want to get into mechanical crafters, which they are here. The mechanical crafter. It requires stardust, a radiant crafting table, and some rune marble and some rock crystals, because we can use these to simply craft us materials that require 1 or 2 ingredients. We can put them next to it and they will automatically pull that ingredient, I believe. Or we can use the transfer nodes from extra utilities. These guys, the flat ones, they are super easy to get. I think we can get stone somehow by getting cobblestone somehow. I'm not sure yet, but we'll get there, I think. We will see in the quests as it goes. So first of all, let's get into some metallic dusts. We need iron dust and gold dust, which I believe is going to be made simply over here by holding down right click and then sneak right click. There we go. That's the gold and that's the iron. Cool. And we can then turn them into stardust. So iron dust makes stardust in here. So let's toss it in. Boom. And I assume the gold one in here tossed makes glowstone. Okay, that's neat. Cool. The other stardust is redstone, which is made by tossing radiant dust into there. Okay, so we need to get through here then. So the radiant resonator, the iron you made is much thinner than gold could accomplish. By making the right materials resonate at the right frequencies, you can cause a new material to rise from the water. Okay, so we need a water bucket. How does one get a water bucket? Does it show? I mean, I assume this will show me water. We can make water in the light wall. We put ice inside. Okay, cool. I think I have a bit more liquid starlight going in here. So I'm going to wait for this to empty. We're going to grab another bucket, or actually we're going to use this one. You know what? I think we can just do this and remove it. Cool. Let's grab a piece of ice, toss it in here, and that should get us water eventually. Now we have 2 water buckets in here, and I assume we can make an infinite water source. Yeah, okay, we can normally, so we can just break this one and place it back. And we might need buckets of liquid starlight in the future, so I'm just going to toss in more aquamarine to make us more starlight, because that is a simple thing to do. Okay, so the other starry dust requires the whole radiant table, which we needed the water bucket, and it needs wood, iron bars, and some gold. So iron bars, and I don't think it was a table. That's the crafting table. Is it not a table? It's a resonator. Of course it is it's a resonator. Okay, so it's just a regular crafting table. It requires 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Boom, boom. Radiant resonator. I don't know. It read something that I don't know what it read. Hold on. Generates raw radiant quartz over time if the block above itself is opened. Okay, so that should... Okay, that is doing a progress of resonating us some of that stuff. So, okay. So I assume we just wait for raw radiant quartz as a beautiful substance. Many uses. You can use it to make Star Maker incorporates patented arcane archives technology. Radiant quartz can also be used to make liquid starlight. Okay, cool. So we need to take that. Then I assume we can shape it in the grindstone. Okay. And what else? We can get radiant dust also in the grindstone. What's the difference? Okay, it's pretty to look at. Sure, but it is useful in its current form. You can shape radiant quartz in 2 ways. The first way is with the grindstone. It might be less efficient, but it will be automatable later on. The second way is with the gem cutter's table. At this point, you should be able to make this crafting station. I would recommend making one of these since it allows you to craft things from arcane archives. Okay, so quartz. Let's look at this. So what is it? The gem cutter's table. So that is 2 quartzes, a paper, marble. Paper is... I also noticed in my inventory that we have this scroll of written expertise. Do I just like shift right click? Ah, I can see clear. Okay, so you get a bunch of knowledge. Okay, that can go into this chest over here. So this is our raw quartz cluster. Do I sneak right click? Do I mine it? I mine it. Okay, so we get 1 singular raw radiant quartz. Okay, and as I was looking in here, we can turn it into 2 different things. We can grind it on the grindstone. And we get this guy, the radiant dust. And we then also need this, which requires the gem cutter's table, which takes 2 of these to make a shaped radiant quartz. And the gem cutter's table requires 2 raw radiant quartzes. And that requires a whole lot of time in here. So I assume we can make a few more of these radiant resonators. So resonator. And that is going to be iron bars, gold, and water buckets, and just wood. So let's get a stack of wood. Let's get this recipe in here. So we have that, and then gold. And I can make possibly just a bunch of buckets with marble. Oh, it's not a crafting table that holds this thing. Right, whoops. Okay, never mind. So we're just going to make a bunch of these. Or actually, we don't need that many. It goes pretty quickly. So let me grab a couple of buckets here. Let's do another 2 buckets just so I can craft 2 at a time. And let's make 1, 2, and we'll make like 5 of these. I think should be enough for the time being, and we can just toss them on the floor if we don't need them anymore. But let's do another one. Boom. Ah. Boom. Okay, so that should make us a bit quicker, so we can just do a little bit of waiting to get more raw radiant quartz so we can progress. To make this gem cutter's table, we need a bit of paper and some glass panes. So the paper is made on here with just some wood, and we basically grind it down. And it's going to take forever because I'm recording. Of course it is. There we go. Okay, and then I have made a few more glass panes, or glass in general, so I can make some glass panes. And then I think we should have everything besides the wood to make this. So let's get a crafting table, and we're going to turn that into a gem cutter's table. And we'll put this right here. We're going to move things around eventually, so it should be fine. But we can do, okay, so you can turn 2 radiant dust into 2 radiant dust. Interesting. And we can turn it into a bunch of other things here. But we can do that. Okay, so you just toss it in and you grab it out. Okay, that's neat. That's simple and to the point. Cool, so we can now get a bit of redstone. So redstone is made by tossing radiant dust into just starlight. Okay, boom, boom, cool. And then we can make we need to make some dye. Dye can be hard to obtain normally. However, the primary corals are very easy to obtain in this plane of existence. Tossing various dust into water will remove any magic from them, and the dust will be diffused into a dye. Okay, so white dye is with sugar, and sugar is with sugarcane, and sugarcane is with starlight infusion. Blue dye is stardust. Yellow dye is glowstone. Red dye, I assume, is redstone. And then black dye is charcoal dust, which we can do. Okay, so let me just get a charcoal dye because I have the most of charcoal. And I assume we just need one dye to progress the quest here. But we're going to get to probably making some other dyes in the future. Cool. Charcoal dust, water. Boom, black dye. Okay. And then not dark enough. We need nocturnal powder, which is 2 coal, a black dye. Okay. Illumination powder and lapis lazuli. And coal is made by smelting coal ore. Can we make coal ore and somehow? Ah, starlight transmutation. Okay, so that is... Okay, we're gonna get there. Okay, fine. Let's wait. Let's give it a bit of time. So we need to get into the starlight infusion here. And here is where we're gonna have the transmutation thing. So we're gonna have to wait with this. But we can, with the items you currently possess, you can begin making some devices to help you automate certain tasks. Head on over to the tips tab to find out what you can do. Okay, so in here, we can make infinite upgrades. Ooh, the creative storage upgrade and the infinite capacity upgrade are upgrades you can give your drawers and barrels respectively that allow them to hold near infinite amount of an item. Ah, okay, so we have the infinite barrel capacity is that and nether star. Okay, so we have to get to a nether star first, which doesn't look too difficult, but we'll see, we'll get there. Okay. But what I'm really interested in is these analog crafters, the mechanical crafters. So I'm gonna get all of the things required for this and hopefully we can craft it up. I believe we are ready to craft ourselves some mechanical crafters. We're gonna make a radiant crafting table, which says it's a crafting station. Items stay in place and 3 recipes can be saved for quick crafting. So we're gonna get rid of our regular old crafting table first of all. And we're gonna take this one and put it, let's say, right here. We're gonna probably do some base building in between episodes and just get everything fixed in place so we cannot have a bit of mess going on. But we can now craft ourselves a few mechanical crafters if we get one of these going and one of these going. So that, can I put, how does one store the recipe? I'm not really sure. Can we just test this out? Do I have anything that I can craft? If I grab some wood, how does one store like sticks? Ah, okay, so you click on it while you have the craft on and then you shift right click to remove it. Okay, gotcha, super simple. But with the mechanical crafters, I assume, if I recall correctly, we need an axe for this probably, might be better. So for example, ender pearls, as we said, are ice and gold, and we can make ice and gold barrels. So let's grab one ice and grab one gold, and come over here. And I totally placed this in the center. I'm a total professional Minecrafter. Boom. Okay. So let's make one of these. Put it here. And one of these. Oh, we can put multiple crafting tables down and store multiple recipes. That could also be a thing. So let's make one of these as well. All right, and then I assume you just click it if you have it, and it's gonna make it for you. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Without grabbing the ice, please. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make ourselves an axe. Because breaking stuff with wood is annoying. So let's get one of these going. Cool. Okay, that's simpler. Boom. Okay, so ender pearls, as I said, is ice and gold. And let's just see if I remember this correctly from Ultimate Alchemy. So if we put this down and give you ice and gold, and then set up a recipe here for making ender pearls, it just automatically makes ender pearls. Right? And all we need is basically a transfer node, I think, to transfer items out, but here it's going to keep ender pearls inside, which is really great. So if we then want to make aquamarine, for example, it's marble and ice, so we can grab ourselves another mechanical crafter. I'm going to put it right here. I don't think it's going to interrupt anything. and it is ice and marble. So ice, and where is my marble drawer? Right here. Or marble, that is just regular marble. Where are you? Oh, this is the thing. Never mind. Anyway, but that and that will make us aquamarine. So we can come here, grab ender pearls anytime we want them, or aquamarine anytime we want it. We have a bit more in here, we do not. So that is pretty neat. And we can figure out a way where we can set these up where they will automatically output stuff into a barrel or a drawer, and we can have an infinite drawer upgrade eventually on it, so we can store basically infinite amounts of items. But basically anything and everything that we can make with the 4 regular ingredients with just crafting, we can make like this. For example, rock crystals is going to be one thing that we're going to need, but we need to automate glass first, for which we need to get into probably some RF so we can automatically get sand by grinding down marble, but that is going to be for the future. We can now make a chisel, so we can easily craft different marble types, and I also set up here a recipe for the forbidden fruit. And what we can possibly do is we can, once we get into some item transfer nodes, I think, we could also use translocators. I looked in here. They aren't that difficult to make. It's just some stardust, some marble, and some gold. But I think the transfer nodes are going to look prettier because you can just have a drawer on top or a barrel on top, and it's going to store all the items. But if we look at uses for this, it can be turned into golden apples or enchanted golden apples. So we can just use those for food because they stack to 64. But what we can do is we can grab a gold barrel with a mechanical crafter. I mean, we can do that back here. And we can just tell it, if we grab one of these, we can tell it to craft us gold blocks. And apparently we're going to have a butter helmet. That's fine. Let's turn this back into an ingot just so we don't have to litter on the floor. Okay, so basically we can turn that and then this. Ooh, do mechanical crafters pull from mechanical crafters is my question. Let's do a test. I'm going to make another set of mechanical crafters here. I think I just need one of these. And then we need one more rock crystal, as it said. Bop, bop. Game, let me play. Thank you. So mechanical crafter, ultimate test. Can I do this? Let's look at uses for this. I totally can. Oh, that's cool. Basically, we're getting golden apples automatically. And this is pulling 8 marble, 1 gold, and it's turning the forbidden fruit into golden apples. It's taking a bit of time because I believe it needs to craft, it needs to craft 8 gold blocks. And we could increase this with speed upgrades eventually, but this will just make us golden apples, which is really great. Simple, but great. Since we're also going to need sticks, planks, and chests for a lot of things from the wood, we can just create them automatically here with 3 crafters, like so. And I think I want to make more of these resonators, at least a 5x5 for the time being. I assume that at some point we can get a some sort of automated way to get this. I assume we can probably use one of these mechanical miners. We'll break blocks that are directly in front of it. If you place an enchanted book in the appropriate slot, we'll use the enchantment when it breaks the block. But that requires colored lens, which requires a celestial altar, which is, I think, a little bit away. This is the starlight crafting altar, and then the celestial altar is right here. So a bit of things that we have to go through to get there. So we're not gonna dive into it just yet, but I will make a few more of these. We're just gonna grind the craft with some water buckets and some iron bars and all of that. And I'm just gonna get them done, make a 5x5 of it so we can get the crystals very quickly and we can just mine and harvest 25 of them at a time. Now that we have 25 of these, I can super easily harvest them to get the raw radiant quartz, and we can turn it into radiant dust and also the shaped radiant quartz. And I believe the radiant dust we can toss in the liquid starlight to get a bunch of redstone, which I have over here, but we're gonna use all of that in the next episode. And until then, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm really hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and you can also subscribe to get notified of when new videos go live. You can support me on Patreon as well if you want to play with me on currently the vanilla server, because this pack is not available as a server just yet, but I will see what I can do in between episodes to get it running. Hopefully I can. If not, we're just gonna wait until it has a server pack. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.